Hey, in this video, I wanted to share a strategy for how to convert more guests on the podcast into having a conversation about the work that you do. So first, as a backstory, I did an experiment where I did a series of interviews, and I interviewed primarily YPO and EO members. And YPO, if you're not familiar with that, is an organization that has you have to be a CEO or a founder of a business that's doing over $10 million a year. In many cases, businesses are doing 50 million, 100 million. So these are really busy, successful individuals that are difficult to get on the phone, much less get their attention, much less, convince them to have a further conversation with you about services that you may provide. And so I did that, and I did about 85 interviews. And at the time, we were selling, we were offering a LinkedIn service. We aren't anymore as a standalone service. But at the end of the conversation, basically, I would have a conversation like this. So I would say something like, well, thank you so much. This has been wonderful. You were great. Really appreciate it. I'm going to let you know when it goes live. I'd love to. So you first want to ask for any recommendations of other guests. So I'd love to know if there's anyone else that you would recommend, someone maybe in a forum or a friend or another business owner similar to you, because you were great. And I'd love to have more people just like you. So is there anyone else that comes to mind that I should feature as part of this series as well? And then see if you can get some recommendations. In many cases, you will. And then in addition to that, I would say, and by the way, one other thing that we're doing just as a thank you for everyone who has participated in this series, one of the things that we do with our clients, most of our high level clients, is we do these deep dive LinkedIn profile review analysis. And I don't know if you realize, but this is incredibly important because these days, if anyone hears your name, someone recommends your name, first thing people do is they Google your name. And if you check, a lot of times your top result is from LinkedIn. So it's the first impression you're making to the world. And a lot of people don't realize that they haven't updated their LinkedIn profile in years, but it's really harming them. They don't realize it. So we do that for clients where we'll do a LinkedIn profile review and help them to optimize the profile. I'd be happy to do that for you if that's something that you'd be interested in, just as a thank you for being a guest on the show. 100% of the people that I offered that to said yes. Now, the best thing to do then is to schedule a time to do it. Whatever it is you offer, you want to make sure it's something that allows them to interact with you, not something you do independently separate from them, because you want them, it's kind of a tryout. It's an opportunity for them to get to know you a little bit and for you to step away from the interviewer-interviewee role and step into the service provider potential client role, because it's a completely different discussion when you go into that conversation. So you make that offer, and then the best thing to do is schedule it right then and there. Say, great, when are you available in the next week? Be about 30 minutes. I would not require them to do anything beforehand, because that's just going to, give them an excuse to postpone it. But I would say, let's take a look at our calendars. Let's see, would Tuesday at 3:00 work? And then get it nailed down in time, and then go and do that. And that's your opportunity really to have a further conversation where you can demonstrate the value that you provide. Okay, hope that helps.